news before I actually start the video. Now I'm thinking that Cookie Clicker would be banned sometimes because the grandmas are suffering under the work of these cookies. And normally I shouldn't feel bad because it's just a game, but I think the world is getting into chaos because of the cookies I'm clicking and how much work the grandmas are in because they keep saying you should have stopped it. What are you? Who? What type of monster would you be? And stuff like that. I'm just one of those people who is insane enough. At least a cookie factory doesn't have grandmas working there until their death. That's the other bad. That's the other thing I feel bad about. The grandmothers are basically dying over the cookies that they're producing. So, so after 600 million cookies, this is actually the closest thing I've bought before I until I didn't get the game anymore, meaning I couldn't play it anymore. And of course I'm not playing it in one of my classes because it would be very noisy. But this is the thing I bought before and it actually became pretty useful. I don't know why, but sure. Zero extra fingers granting plus 0% cursor cookies per second. Click to level up for one sugar lump. So I can even get this level up. And surprisingly for you guys, it never did that because this is an update that I never encountered. Now I feel like I made the mistake of leveling up this, and I can't get it back. I should have leveled up the wizard towers to see what happens. So my goal is to at least get 500,000 cookies per second, which is a weak goal, but that's what I'm going for. But at most 600,000 because that 450,000 cookies per second I was able to get. Oh, I was able to achieve. And now I think this is part 5 of Cookie Clicker. And I'm very close to where I was before when I got 3 or 4 million cookies per second and then got the lucky day. I almost have enough for the golden idols. Now I feel like I want the billion fingers instead. Also, I was feeling like waiting again for that wizard tower because that would get me to 500,000 cookies per second. And if I bought that 3 more times, that would actually be necessary until I buy this thing. Or even I'll just buy as many as I can here, 10 at the most, and buying 10 of these all the way up to the cursors, which wouldn't actually matter because it would just be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And instead it would be 100, 90, 80, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, and then this would be the 1. I'm just researching there. But I'm not going to buy the 10 grandmas yet. Sure, I can actually buy... Wait, how much is the banks? Okay. I could buy the banks if I waited long enough. But I'm not aiming to buy 10 banks. I could actually buy the 10 grandmas. But I'm actually going to buy this thing. 10 pulsars twice as efficient. Let's see how much I get. More than 500,000 cookies per second. That was actually useful. Well, that goal already got aimed for. Now I know for certain that I would actually get 600,000 cookies per second. Because if I bought one more wizard tower, I'd be able to get 600,000 cookies per second. I swear I just did this, but going at it again! Breaking the mouse in the process! I'm clicking on the journal. Closing my eyes while doing it. This is why I wish for my own PC. But the bad thing about this is that if I play Cookie Clicker on a different PC, then I would be waiting until I get this many cookies per second again. Not 3.9 million, but I'd wait until I get this many shops again until I record again. And by then, I'd buy that level up for the sugar thing. In there, and then stuff like that happens. Oh. So, I'll wait until I buy that wizard tower. What could I buy here? Nothing. If I waited until I bought 10 banks, that would have actually took longer. That would have taken longer. Though it would probably be useful, and then I would finally buy this thing along with the grandmas. Yeah, I don't want to do that because I want to buy... Well, fine, I will. I'll do that. I'm doing it because I'm getting it over with so that the next time I buy the wizard tower, it would actually get me to 700,000 cookies. And that would be a lot. And soon I would buy the wizard towers being twice as efficient here. And if I got 10 wizard towers there, I get tons of cookies per second, probably 1 million. Which is what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping to at least make it back to my goal before I change this name to A Waste of Times Bakery. Because, or it would just be Druko's Bakery, because then I would just get my own bakery back. Or who knows? I'm not very sure. I know that it signed into this account that I can't switch. Because it doesn't let me. If I sign back into my account, I think it would actually come back to me having a lot of cookies per second, but I'm not very sure about that. Hey, I can buy that 10 banks. But it's not 600,000 cookies per second. I still have 10.5 minutes to go. But I was hoping I would reach 600,000 cookies per second to go onward. So now the only thing I would hope for is this thing for 70 million cookies, the banks being twice as efficient. And then I would get the grandmas being twice as efficient, and gaining plus 1% cookies per second for 4 grandmas. Temple. If I bought 10 temples, that would probably take very long because I need 1.643 billion cookies in order to buy 10 temples, and that would take a while. Yeah, that's what I would hope to buy, other than buying 10 grandmas. Although, buying 10 grandmas would actually work out for my cookies per second, because then I would get 650,000 cookies per second instead of getting 600,000 cookies per second. Because I'm buying the banks now, buying this upgrade now, and then I'm going to wait for the grandmas thing. So if I bought it now, I would almost reach 700,000, not 650,000. And then I would just wait until I get 10 more grandmas here, and then buy this upgrade, and then I'd be done with the part, getting way more than I was aiming for, which I didn't even expect. Which makes me think that next time I would either record this on the live stream again, or record an actual video of it, and my aim for the video portion of it is 900,000 cookies per second. But the live stream portion, aiming for however many cookies per second I had before, maybe 3 million. And if that's the case, then I'd be able to buy more of these wizard towers, possibly just 5 of them, and then buying 10 of the grandmas, 10 of these, 20 of those, 20, 20, 30, not 30, just, no, not 20, at least buying 10 of these, and then I'd be able to buy this thing. Very much a mistake trying to buy 10 of these things. But if I make it to 1 trillion cookies, I would sacrifice this cookie for the legacy. And I would get a bigger boost. And something about cookie clickers that doesn't have an end. And I just imagine that they make a DLC for this game. Lucky, 16.068 million cookies. Not what I wanted, but at least I got higher. I was hoping that I would do that growing cookie thing where I would get 777, 777, and so on, until I get 7 million or even 77 million cookies. Now I'm able to buy the grandmas and see what happens. Nope, didn't quite reach the 700,000 mark yet, but I'm almost there. After I would get the banker grandmas, then I would be able to. And then I would buy the billion fingers upgrade and then just wait on the titanium mouse and then the ultimate drill, and so on and so forth. A lot of cookies falling in the shower of cookies under milk. The world is getting filled with cookies, and the grandmothers are very much dying because of the cookies. course, I should have stopped it. I would have sacrificed the cookie, and the grandmothers would be shocked, yet pleased about that. If I tried to buy 10 farms, which is for 396.111 million, that'd be cool. Yet not really what I'm going for yet. I'm not even going for that in this part. All I was going for was this, and then that, and then I'd be done with the part. In the next part, I would buy 10 farms and buy the titanium mouse, or buy this and then the titanium mouse. Oh wait, I can buy this now. I'll buy the billion fingers first. Just seeing what would happen if I bought the billion fingers first. But first, I'll stop at 100 million just to get the upgrade. But before I get the upgrade, I'm going to add up these 16, 21, 25, 28, 29, 290. I'm trying to think about what 29 times 5 would equal. So 30 times 5 would equal 150. 145. That can't be right. Yeah, it is. 150. Dang it. So 29 times 5, 290 times 5 is 1,450. Plus 10, 1,460. I get those many for the cookies per second and the cursor. Let's see what happens. Whoa. Not what I expected. I got a whopping 200,000, a whopping plus almost 200,000 cookies. That's not what I was expecting. Now what happens if I buy the grandma's upgrade? I know I can buy it, but I'm waiting until I get 80 million cookies. $925,153. And fine, I'll go for it. This is the last thing I'm going for this part. But this is it. Going for it. I'm going for the cookie upgrade to see how many I would get until the next part. I'm going to get 60 million cookies. And then buying this upgrade. Okay, not much, but that's just what I expected. So, next time in Cookie Clicker, my goal is to reach 1,200,000 cookies per second. 1.2 million cookies per second is what I'm going for. So, I'll see you guys by then. Going to finish things up, probably going to buy one more cookie, then I'll be done. So, I'm not going to say buy yet. I'm just going to see how many cookies per second I would get after I buy one more cookie. Then I'll leave. See you guys. Bye. Yeah, that's what I thought. 950,000. No! Well, I missed that.